A pleasant day to everyone. Today we are here to talk about something deeply personal, something that we all share, the physical self. In this presentation, we will explore the core concepts that make up our physical selves, yung transition from childhood to adulthood na tinatawag yung stages of physical development. I-uncover rin natin ang mga factors na nag-i-influence ng development na ito. And ang pinakaimportanteng parte ng presentation na ito is itatakal natin yung mga relationship between physical attractiveness, body image, and self-esteem. So, ano nga ba ang physical self? It is a term that we hear, but what does it really mean? As you can see in this slide, we can break it down into three key definitions. The first definition is that it is the concrete dimension, the tangible aspect of the person that can be directly observed and examined. In this definition, ang tinutukoy dito ay yung physical body, yung observable parts ng human body natin, yung height, yung weight, yung color ng buhok, yung facial features, or anything that can be seen and measured is a physical self. The second definition is that it is the individual's perception of themselves in areas of physical ability and appearance. In this definition, dito natin makikita o dito papasok yung matanong na how do you see yourself? Do you feel strong and coordinated, attractive? This definition highlights the subjective nature of the physical self. Subjective nature meaning is my own perception ka na sa sarili mo. The last definition is that it includes physical development, attractiveness, and the characteristic of a person. This definition is the big picture. This one naman is ini-include niya na yung concept of physical development from childhood to adulthood, which is what we call puberty stage. It also includes the concept of attractiveness, which, as we know, is influenced by both societal standards and individual preferences. To sum it up, ang physical self ay combination ng physical development mo, your perceived attractiveness, and your own unique traits. Hindi ibig sabihin na porket physical is ito lang yung nakikita natin sa salamin. But the physical self is how we perceive ourselves, how we develop, and how we feel about our physical being. After knowing the different definitions of physical self, dumako naman tayo sa tatlong konsepto nito. The physical self has three concepts: self-image, self-concept, and self-esteem. First up is self-image. Think of it as your personal mirror. It is the idea of one's abilities, appearance, and personalities. Ito ay kung paano mo ba nakikita ang sarili mo. What do you think are your strengths? What do you like about your appearance? What kind of personality do you believe you have? Pero tandaan natin na subjective view mo lamang ito, and it may not always match on how others see you. The next concept is the self-concept, or ang idea ng sarili natin that is constructed from the beliefs one holds about oneself and the responsive of others. This is a broader idea of who you are, built from the beliefs you hold about yourself and the responses you get from others. Ito yung idea mo sa sarili mo na nabuo with the help of how others sees you. So it's not just about your own internal view, but also how you think others perceive you. Do people tell you you're kind, matalino, funny? Those external cues can contribute to your self-concept. Last concept of physical self is the self-esteem. This is an individual's subjective evaluation of their own worth. It's how much you value and appreciate yourself. Do you generally feel good about who you are? Do you believe you're worthy of happiness and respect? Self esteem is the emotional core of your physical self. It influences how you approach challenges, how you handle criticism, and how you feel about your place in the world. So to recap, we have self-image. Self-image is kung paano mo nakikita yung sarili mo. Self-concept naman is kung paano mo nakikita yung sarili mo once marinig mo na yung opinion ng ibang tao about yourself. And thus is self-esteem, kung paano mo tinatanggap ang sarili mo. These three concepts work together to create a complete picture of your physical self. So, after knowing these three concepts, let me also add a part where self esteem can be manifested into two: the high self esteem and low self esteem. High self esteem means you accept yourself, know your strengths, and feel confident even if you have weaknesses. People with high self esteem generally have a positive view of themselves. Tanggap nila yung sarili nila, pati na rin yung imperfections and flaws nila. They're confident in their abilities and believe that they deserve respect and happiness. On the other hand, low self-esteem means you focus more on your flaws, lack of confidence, and often compare yourself negatively to others. People with low self-esteem tends to have a negative views of themselves. Mas nagdudwell sila sa imperfections nila, shortcomings, and mas nakaka-feel sila ng insecurity. They lack confidence and constantly compare themselves to others, which leads to feelings of inferiority. To make it more understandable, ang high self-esteem is based more on the positive acceptance of yourself, while low self-esteem naman is more on feeling the inferiority of yourself.
Good day, everyone. My name is Alexandra Estogano, and I will be reporting the physical development. Have you ever wondered kung ano-ano ba yung mga nagbabago sa katawan natin? Here, we will understand what's happening in our bodies. It shows here that puberty is a stage of change from childhood to adulthood. This means it is the period when we transition from being kid to becoming young adults. Dito, hindi lang siya tungkol sa pisikal na pagbabago sa atin, kundi tungkol din siya sa kung paano tayo mag-isip at kung paano natin kontrolin yung ating nararamdaman. Halimbawa is, before, you only cared about playing games. Pero ngayon, iniisip mo na kung ano ba yung magiging future natin. I mean, future mo. Like, kung ano ba yung magiging course mo sa college. So, yon. Next, it marks start of biological growth spurt and body changes. This means nagpo-produce po yung body natin ng hormones na nati-trigger sa lahat ng pagbabago sa ating katawan. Halimbawa po dito is yung biglaang pagtangkad natin, seemingly out of nowhere, ganun. Now, let's talk about the male changes and then the female changes. So, sa male changes, ang mga nangyayari is shoulders broaden, voice deepens, and growth spurt. So, nagiging broaden po yung shoulder ng lalaki or nagiging wide and muscular dahil sa pag-increase ng kanilang testosterone, which is, yun po yung primary sex hormones ng mga lalaki. Halimbawa po dito is nagiging mas fit yung damit ng lalaki sa shoulder nila na dati is sakto lang yung size sa kanila. So next is yung mas nagiging malalim po yung boses ng lalaki. Nangyayari po ito dahil yung voice box or yung larynx ng lalaki is nag-grow larger. So example dito is your voice start cracking and sounding different than before. And then lastly is growth spurt or yung biglaang pagtangkad dahil sa hormonal changes. So example dito, when you suddenly become taller than your best friend na dati is halos ka-same height mo lang siya. So yun. Now, let's proceed to the female changes, which are the breast development, menstruation, and emotion. In breast development, ito po yung pag-grow at pag-develop ng kanilang breast. Kaya ito nangyayari dahil sa pag-increase ng kanilang estrogen or kanilang group of sex hormones. So, pag nag-increase yung group of sex hormones nila or yung estrogen ng babae, nag-grow at nagde-develop yung breast nila. Then next is menstruation or yung monthly period ng mga babae. So, nangyayari po siya when the body releases the lining of the uterus. Then, lastly is emotions, which is ito yung hormonal changes ng mga babae na nakakaapekto sa kanilang emotions. So, kadalasan nagiging mas sensitive at moody sila, especially or during during monthly period mas nagiging sensitive and moody sila. So now, let's proceed to the weight gain section where um, female gains female gains 7 to 25 kilogram. Then sa males naman, nagigain sila ng 7 to 30 kilogram. And also about the 25% of final height gain. So, sa female gain po, um, nagigain po sila ng 7 to 25 kilogram dahil sa pag-increase ng kanilang body fats. And need po nila yon, need yun ng mga babae para sa menstruation nila and then sa potential pregnancy nila sa kanilang future. In male naman, nagigain sila ng 7 to 30 kilogram dahil sa pag-increase ng kanilang muscle mass and then sa kanilang overall body size. So, about naman sa dito sa also about 25% of final height gained. So, ibig ibig sabihin nito, nagi-gain po tayo ng about 25% of our total height during puberty. So, halimbawa dito is kapag 5 feet tall ka ngayon, you can expect that you can grow several more inches before mo ma-reach yung final height mo. So, now next slide po. So, here we will focus on primary and secondary sex characteristics, which are the main changes na nangyayari sa ating katawan. So, first is the primary sex characteristic. So, it presents at birth changes in sexual organs related to reproduction. Ito yung pagbabago ng mga sexual organ ng both female and sa male. For example, for girls, this means their ovaries and then yung uterus nila is nag-grows, while for boys naman is their testes. Next is the secondary sex characteristics, which is yun yung nakikitang pagbabago during puberty. Halimbawa dito is yung pag-grow ng breast ng babae at yung pag-wider or pag-broaden ng shoulder ng lalaki. So for boys daw, yung body nila nagiging muscular yung body ng boys. While sa girls naman, lumalaki yung kanilang breast. Then for their body hair, sa boys, nagkakaroon sila ng hair sa underarm, chest, abdomen, and then sa pubic. While sa girls, nagkakaroon lang sila ng hair sa kanilang underarm and sa pubic. Then in boys, um, nagkakaroon sila ng maraming muscle sa kanilang thigh, which is in their front femur. While in girls is sa back femur sila nagkakaroon. Then sa boys daw, yung shoulders nila nagiging broaden than hips. And then vice versa naman sa girls kasi yung hips yung nagiging wider nila. Then for boys, less body fat, while sa girls, more fat around hips, thighs, and then sa buttocks. Then yun nga, yung sinabi ko kanina, sa boys, nagiging malalim or their voice deepens. And then nagkakaroon sila ng Adam's apple. While sa girls naman, nagiging melodious yung voice nila or toneful. So, that is for the physical development. Thank you.
Today, I'll be sharing about physical attractiveness. When we talk about physical attractiveness, we're simply talking about how appealing or beautiful a person's physical features are. You get to know their personality or attitude. But here's something important. Physical im- Physical attractiveness isn't just about how someone looks on the outside. Hindi lang siya based sa itsura. It's also shaped by culture, society, and personal preferences. What one person finds attractive might be totally different from someone else. For example, beauty standards are different from country to country. Kailangan perfecto ang features para masabing attractive ka. It's more about the overall impression, how someone carries themselves, their vibe, their confidence, and how they present themselves to others. So, now, let's go through the different factors that influence physical attractiveness, and let's see why it's not just about having a pretty face. First, facial features. The face is usually the first thing people look at. Features like clear skin, bright eyes, and natural smile often make someone more attractive. It's not about having a perfect face. It's more about how everything blends together naturally. Kung mapapansin natin, people who smile more or have expressive eyes tend to stand out even more. It's not just about the structure of the face, but also about the energy and warmth it gives off. Number two, symmetry and asymmetrical features. Symmetrical means both sides of the face or body are balanced. Many studies show that symmetrical faces are often seen as attractive because they give off a sense of good health and strong genes. But there's the thing, asymmetrical features don't make anyone less attractive. Actually, halos lahat naman ng tao may asymmetrical sa mukha. These are a little differences like an even smile, different eye shapes, or mole on the one side. These unique traits make someone look real and memorable. Minsan nga, yung mga kakaiba pa yung mas nakaka-capture ng attention. Kasi yung distinct charm, it's proof that beauty isn't about being perfect. It's about being you. Waist to hip ratio. This talks about body proportions. For women, a smaller waist compared to the hips is often seen as attractive. For men, broader shoulders with a V-shaped body are commonly admired. Physical attractiveness isn't just about what we see, it's also about what we smell. Natural body scent or good hygiene can really make someone more appealing. Movement patterns. How a person moves or carries themselves can affect how attractive they appear. Confident posture, smooth gestures, and good body language can make someone stand out. Body build. This refers to the body shape and structure. Some people prefer fit and athletic bodies. Others prefer soft and curvy types. It really depends on the personal taste. Weight. Every culture has its own ideal body type, but these stand these standards change over time. Height. Height can also play a role. In many cultures, taller height in men is often seen as more attractive, but that's just a appearance. At that ulat. Height height can also play a role. In many cultures, taller height in men is often seen as more attractive. But that's just a preference, not a rule. Maraming taong na-attract hindi lang sa height, but sa presence ng isang tao. Kahit hindi ka matangkad, kung confident ka naman sa sarili mo and have a good posture, people will still notice you. Hair. Hair plays a big part of physical appearance. It can highlight a person's personality and style. Long hair, short, straight, curly, it doesn't matter as long as it's taken care of. So, to sum it up, physical attractiveness isn't just about having perfect features or fitting into one beauty standard. It's a combination of your face, body, the way you move, the way you carry yourself, and even a natural scent. And at the end of the day, what naturally makes a person attractive is confidence and authenticity and self-care.
So next, good day po. What makes a woman physically attractive? When we say attractiveness, lagi natin naiisip yung outside part. When we felt uncertain sa mga features and imperfections natin, we often blame this sa mga ito. Pero what we do and how we treat ourselves reflect on the outside, so meaning beauty comes from within. How we take care of ourselves and how we embrace those imperfections. So, here's a ways on how women can feel physically attractive. 1. Stay in shape. Maintaining a good and healthy and well-toned body. For example, get enough exercises. Our body is our temple. So taking care of it is a must. When our body is active, syempre nagre-reflect to on how we view life, not only making our physical look better, but also making our views and boosting our confidence, making us more attractive. Second, eat healthy. Starting our day with healthy foods like fish, meat, and vegetables give us the energy to focus and move actively throughout the day. What we consume affect our body. For example, eating too much sugar or greasy food affect our skin. So by this, ang pagiging conscious natin madalas ay maganda sa sa kalagayan ng sarili natin. So ang pagkakaroon ng sinasabi nating cheat day to boost ourselves is okay lang paminsan-minsan. But always remember na laging tignan ang ating kinakain para hindi natin matrigger yung mga cancer cells na meron tayo sa ating katawan, making our life more longer, making us admirable dahil sa mga discipline natin sa ating katawan. Second, maintain good hygiene. Good hygiene like oral care, body care, and facial care are important. Kahit simple lang yung mga ito, yung mga routine na to rather, nakaka-contribute to sa pag-present ng sarili natin sa public. For example, ang pagiging mabango by simply pagtutoothbrush, pagligo, at paglalagay ng deodorant. Siyempre pag mabango ka, head turner ka. Sa karamihan, ang pagkakaroon ng bad hygiene ay nakaka-turn off. Hindi naman need complex yung routine natin. By simpleng pagligo at pagdeodorant ay sapat na. Ang mga ito ay pinapakita ang discipline natin sa ating katawan, making us more attractive. 3. Get enough sleep. At least 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. By this, so we allow to restore and recharge and function properly. Our body is our kakampi. Hindi ka nito i-judge, kaya okay lang na magpahinga. So here are the benefits of getting enough sleep. 1. Decreases obesity. Ang pagtulog kasi inaalaw na i-balance yung hormones na kinokontrol yung hunger and metabolism natin. Pag hindi tayo nakakakuha ng enough sleep, our body releases more hormones. Kaya nga merong sinasabing midnight snack, we crave more. Kaya nakagain tayo ng more weight. So having a good sleep is important because of this. Number 2, avoid illnesses. Ang mga pagkakaroon ng sapat na tulog ay inaalaw nito yung katawan natin na mag-repair at ipahinga sa mga bagay na ginawa natin maghapon. Kaya wag natin abusuin ng katawan. Pag na-feel na napagod tayo throughout the day, matulog. There's always time for everything. Allow yourself to rest. 3. Less stress. When we sleep, nare-relax natin yung utak natin sa mga reality at saka sa problema. Nakaka-help malesen yung stress. Tsaka yung lack of sleep increases the production of stress hormone, which make us feel uneasy and lagi tayong bad mood. So, when we sleep regularly, we'll have a better mood. 4, smile. A woman who keeps smiling is more approachable, likable, and physically attractive. Smile is so powerful. Nakakahawa ito. When you smile, it means you have a positive attitude and confidence na pwede rin ma-feel ng mga taong nakapaligid sa'yo. First impression last, sabi nga nila. Kaya by simply smiling, it means you have a good energy and happy ka maging kaibigan. It's your accessories. It costs nothing. Kaya kahit may problema, just smile. Wala namang permanent na problema sa mundo. Lahat lilipas. 5. Develop the right attitude. Show yourself in a way you expect other people to see you. Be happy, exercise positivity, and yes, in reality, yung good looks catches attention. Pero if nakilala ka na ng tao, nababaliwala to kasi hindi ka na kaya i-tolerate. Kaya ang pagiging mabait will always lead to good than harm. It's more important than having just a pretty face. Ang pagiging mabait ay libre lang, pero minsan hindi ito pinipili lagi ng iba. So kaya, pag pinagsama yung pagiging mabait at looks, magsa-stand out hindi lang yung labas, also yung personality na meron ka, yung traits, na surely magmamark sa mga nakakasalumuha mo. 6. It cultivates a sense of humor. Laughter is said to be the best medicine. Laughter releases serotonin, which is the cause of our good moods. That's why having a good sense of humor ay merong big part sa pagiging attractive ng babae. Kaya ang babaeng masiyahin plus may sense of humor at kayang i-share yung saya sa iba, kayang i-transform yung sad moments to happy moments is make just making na hindi lang ito saying jokes but also staying cheerful and laging tinitignan yung other side of the plates. Kaya by this, it makes woman attractive and unforgettable. So next slide po. In the past, it says men are attractive to women if they are financially stable and committed to the relationship. However, in the recent researches, effort has been driven into finding out what women find physically attractive in men. Here are the example on how men be attractive. First, 1. Get enough sleep. To keep physically attractive, adults between 18 to 64 ages required 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Teenagers requires 8 to 10 hours of sleep per night. Same to women, men need to rest too. Kahit lalaki nagkakaroon ng mga problema at napapagod din. Having enough sleep reduces dark eyes, making you look fresh and masculine. Also, it refreshes your mind and giving you enough energy for tomorrow's battle. Second, maintain a clean haircut. Consider a new haircut that can best complement your facial features. Haircut is the makeup of men. Having a clean and suited haircut not only making you look attractive, also mafe-feel mo yung confidence mo na na tumataas dahil sa simpleng haircut. Kaya always get a haircut that you're comfortable with. 3. Keep your skin clear. Having a clear skin indicates that someone is healthy and happy. Taking care of your skin not only applied on women, but also to men. Doing skincare wouldn't make you less masculine. It's just shown how you are disciplined, kung paano mo ingatan at kamahal yung sarili mong katawan. So having a simple routine every morning and night can keep your skin fresh and boosting your overall confidence and appearance. 4. Dress appropriately to feel confident. Keep your clothes neat and clean. Wear clothes that will bring you comfort. Finding your own style can help you along the way because it shows how you carry yourself. The clothes you have the clothes you have symbolize that you have your own taste and you can decide which suits you the most. Dressing appropriately doesn't always mean having expensive clothes, but on the way how you style and take care of your clothes. Having your clothes neat and clean and make can make you feel more masculine and attractive. 5. Be yourself. Being yourself also plays a key role on how other people perceives you. Of course, merong mas pogi sa atin, pero we have our different beauty na need natin i-embrace. Huwag natin ipilit yung personality or traits, style na hindi naman tayo. Be yourself para yung mga taong need ka at naghahanap ng katulad mo ay mahanap ka nang hindi ka mapunta sa mga maling tao. Being yourself can make you look hot dahil alam mo kung paano mo i-represent yung sarili mo, hindi ka gumagaya o mabilis ma-impluwensyahan ng iba. 6. Maintain a good posture. Keep your posture by being aware of how you sit and stand. Bad posture shows lack of confidence and makes you less attractive to others. When you walk to the room, stand straight and walk straight because it shows how confident you are. Not only make you look taller and more confident, it's also give or perceive other that perceives you to other people that you have a positive energy and attractive impression. It means that you know what you're doing and self-assured ka sa mga bagay na ginagawa mo at may purpose yung ginagawa mo. 7. Maintain good hygiene. Personal hygiene is necessary to make you physically attractive. Hindi lang dapat yung babae yung nagma-maintain ng good hygiene at merong routine, but also in men. Hindi pwedeng yung nag-lip sync at nagpapapogi ka lang sa TikTok pero hindi ka naliligo at di mo magawang mag-deodorant. Maintaining a simple routine shows discipline. For example, pagligo at pagde-deodorant will surely make you attractive. Alisin na natin yung toxic masculinity na ang skincare at body care ay pambabae lang. Stop putting labels on things. Kasi lahat pwede gawin at meron namang good benefits ito. Kaya to summarize, there is no definite or specific standard that defines what makes a person attractive or appealing. Everyone has their own preferences and perspective. When it comes to beauty, what truly matters is learning to love yourself, making good care of your body and mind, and staying true to who you are. When you accept and embrace your flaws and strengths, you naturally radiate confidence, and that confidence makes you beautiful in your own unique way. Remember, you cannot please everyone around you, and that's perfectly fine. As the saying goes, beauty is in the eye of the beholders, meaning each person sees beauty differently. What's important is you recognize your own worth and continue to grow into to better and best version of yourself.
Body image and self-esteem. Body image and self-esteem refers to how attractive you perceive yourself. It is one part of your self-image you focus on once you reach puberty. It is a major factor in self-esteem. Isa raw po ito sa bahagi ng self-image o kung paano mo yung titignan yung sarili mo at kadalasan ito po ito nagsisimula kapag nagsisimula tayong maging aware kapag nagsisimula na yung puberty. And mahalaga din po ito dahil malaki ang epekto ng body image sa ating self-esteem o kung gaano natin pinapalaga ng sarili natin. And there are two types daw po ng body image, which is positive body image and poor body image. Firstly, positive body image. You are satisfied with the way you look and accepting and appreciating your body's imperfections. Like, pag masaya ka raw and kontento ka sa kung anong itsura mo, ito daw po ay positive body image. Like, tinatanggap mo sa sarili mo, pati na rin yung mga imperfections or yung mga bagay na tingin mo ay hindi perfect sa'yo. Like, halimbawa, okay lang sa'yo na payat ka kasi alam mo naman sa sarili mo na maganda ka sa sarili mong paraan. Second is poor body image. Negative views about your body is usually caused by society's beauty standards. Pero po yung kapag negatibo yung tingin mo sa sarili mo or sa katawan mo kasi madalas mong nakikita sa social media na maraming magaganda and lagi mong kino-compare yung sarili mo dun sa nakikita mo sa social media or kaya sa mga advertisement, which is hindi naman dapat. Kaya po siya tinatawag na poor body image. Paano nga ba natin madadevelop ang positive body image? First, self-acceptance. Beyond media and ideals promotes growth and independence. Body image and self-esteem. Body image and self-esteem refers to how attractive you perceive yourself. It is one part of your self-image you focus on once you reach puberty. It is a major factor in self-esteem. Isa raw po ito sa bahagi ng self-image o kung paano mo yung titignan yung sarili mo at kadalasan body image and self-esteem. Body image and self-esteem refers to how attractive you perceive yourself. It is one part of your self-image you focus on once you reach puberty. It is a major factor in self-esteem. Isa raw po ito sa bahagi ng self-image o kung paano mo yung titignan yung sarili mo at kadalasan to po ito nagsisimula kapag nagsisimula tayong maging aware kapag nagsisimula na yung puberty. And mahalaga din po ito dahil malaki ang epekto ng body image sa ating self-esteem o kung gaano natin pinapalaga ng sarili natin. And there are two types daw po ng body image, which is positive body image and poor body image. Firstly, positive body image. You are satisfied with the way you look and accepting and appreciating your body's imperfections. Like, pag masaya ka raw and contento ka sa kung anong itsura mo, ito daw po ay positive body image. Like, tinatanggap mo sa sarili mo, pati na rin yung mga imperfections or yung mga bagay na tingin mo ay hindi perfect sa'yo. Like, halimbawa, okay lang sa'yo na payat ka kasi alam mo naman sa sarili mo na maganda ka sa sarili mong paraan. Second is poor body image. Negative views about your body is usually caused by society's beauty standards. Pero po yung kapag negatibo yung tingin mo sa sarili mo or sa katawan mo kasi madalas mong nakikita sa social media na maraming magaganda and lagi mong kino-compare yung sarili mo doon sa nakikita mo sa social media or kaya sa mga advertisement, which is hindi naman dapat. Kaya po siya tinatawag na poor body image. Paano nga ba natin madadevelop ang positive body image? First, self-acceptance. Beyond media and ideals promotes growth, independence, and confidence. Dapat matutunan natin tanggapin yung sarili natin. Kahit di tayo kamukha ng mga nakikita natin sa social media, kaya mong tanggapin sarili mo, mas magiging independent, confident at masaya ka. Second, optimism, strength, self-esteem, and mental well-being. Ang pagiging positive daw sa pag-iisip nakakatulong para lumakas ang self-esteem and mental health natin. Like, kung palagi mong nakita ang magandang bagay sa sarili mo, mas madali kang magiging masaya at kampante. Third, happiness, goal setting, and healthy lifestyle. Build control, strength, and lasting self-esteem. Kapag masaya ka, may goals ka sa buhay at nalagaan mo ang katawan mo, mas tumataas yung tiwala mo sa sarili mo and nakaka-help to para maging malakas, kontrolado at stable ang self-esteem mo.
Pag pinag-uusapan ang body image ng isang tao, sa panahon natin ngayon, marami tayong pressure na nararanasan mula sa social media, sa beauty standards at sa expectations ng ibang tao. Na minsan pagka tumitingin tayo sa salamin or sa camera, nag-iiba yung tingin natin sa sarili natin na parang may kulang, na parang na sana kamukha ko na lang si ganito, or sana payat na lang ako, bakit ba mataba ako, na nagiging dahilan kung bakit nag-iiba yung tingin natin sa sarili natin sa kung sino ba talaga tayo. So, here's the 5 tips for improving our body image. Number 1 is that recognize your body as your own. Ibig sabihin nito, hindi mo kailangan isipin kung ano ba yung mali sa katawan mo, or ano ba yung kailangan mong baguhin para lang mag-fit ka sa standard ng environment mo, or ng social media, or ng point of view ng ibang tao. Try to focus sa kung ano ba yung strength ng body mo and your health too. Isipin mo kung ano ba yung mga bagay na kaya mong gawin, na kung ano ba yung lakas na meron ka at yung kakayahan mo mabuhay ng araw-araw. Second is that identify which features you can realistically change. Ibig sabihin nito yung mga features ng katawan mo na pwede mo pang i-improve, gaya ng pag-exercise para magkaroon pa ng muscle, or pagkain ng mga healthy foods para maging healthy pa ang katawan mo. Hindi mo naman kailangan baguhin lahat ng insecurities na meron ka. Ang best way na gawin mo dito ay i-accept mo ang uniqueness na meron ka, dahil sabi nga lahat ng tao ay may kanya-kanyang uniqueness, or may kanya-kanya silang kakayahan or itsura. Kung kulot ang buhok mo, kulot ka. Kung morena ka. Dahil yun yung self-identity na meron ka. At hindi mo na kailangan baguhin yun para lang mag-fit sa standard ng ibang tao. Ang gawin mo is i-accept mo lang ng buong puso kung ano ba yung uniqueness na meron ka. Third is make personal goals for healthy self-improvement. Here, if you want to get fit, make a plan to exercise every day and eat healthy foods. Dito, kailangan mo maging strict sa sarili mo kung gusto mo ba magkaroon ng self-improvement. At gagawin mo ito para lang sa sarili mong kalusugan at kasiyahan, at hindi para lang mag-fit ka sa standard ng ibang tao. Gagawin mo ito para sa sarili mong improvement. Number 4, stop negative self-talk and appreciate who you are. Sa panahon natin ngayon, hindi na ibang tao ang bumabatikos sa atin, kung hindi yung sarili na mismo natin. Meron tayong mindset na pagka hindi ka productive sa isang araw, sabihin mo sa sarili mo na bakit ganito ako, bakit ba parang hindi na lang ako kagaya ng ibang tao na matalino, na kayang gawin yung isang bagay sa maikling oras lamang, or bakit ba hindi ako kasing ganda ni ganito, na kasing ganda ng mga artista, or kung bakit ba walang nagkakagusto sa akin dahil ganito itsura ko. Instead of saying those things, sabihin mo sa sarili mo na I'm doing my best, I'm proud of myself, na dapat i-appreciate mo yung sarili mo, dahil unang-una sa lahat, sarili mo ang kakampi mo sa lahat ng bagay, at dapat wag mong isipin kung ano yung iisipin ng ibang tao sa'yo. Dahil sabi ko nga, may kanya-kanya tayong uniqueness. At yung uniqueness na yon is yung self-identity natin. So, kung ano yung meron tayo, dapat maging proud tayo dun, at dapat yun pa mismo yung ipinapakita natin sa ibang tao. Lastly, number 5 is building your self-esteem by giving yourself a daily compliments. So, dito, di ba pagka sa ibang tao, nafe-feel nilang nada-down sila, nape-pressure, or nawawalan ng confidence. Ang ginagawa natin is, chine-cheer natin sila by giving positive words para mag-boost yung kanilang self-esteem or yung kanilang confidence. So, why not gawin din natin sa sarili natin yon? Yung kung bago tayo matulog, sabihin natin, i-appreciate natin yung mga ginawa natin sa buong isang araw. Like, ang galing ko ngayong araw, ang ganda ng katawan ko, ang ganda ko. By doing those, parang unti-unti nabibuild natin yung ating self-confidence, na parang yun din yung isang way para ma-improve yung mental thinking natin sa sarili natin, na instead of thinking negative sa sarili natin, nagiging positive siya dahil sa daily compliments na ibinibigay mo sa sarili mo. So, doing things na sa tingin mo mai-improve yung body image mo as well as yung mental thinking mo, gawin mo na rin sa sarili mo. Huwag ka mag-isip ng mga negative na bagay na dahil pressure ka sa ibang tao or dahil gusto mo mag-fit sa standard na meron yung iba. Ang isipin mo lang is yung sarili mo, or kung paano mo ba mai-improve yung body image mo. So, yun lang. So, here, that's all the report of Group 1, all about physical self. Thank you.